Alright guys, welcome to another episode. On this episode, I want to talk about something that you may or may not have ever considered. So by and large, most people here in Japan, they don't actually ever move out of their house. There's multiple reasons for that. But let's start from the beginning. So first and foremost, like my wife has her own family home, and you know, I remember asking her years ago, I was like, okay, well, in the future, like, what's going to happen to that home? You know, eventually, is it going to be sold off? You know, is your family going to move out or whatever? And I remember her very affirmatively saying, no, never move out. You know, so here in Japan, it's very normal to stay in the same house for the rest of your life. A lot of people here, they either, if they don't have a house, let's say like if they were raised in an apartment, then possibly once they buy a house, they will just stay there. You know, and then their kids will stay there, and then their kids will stay there. It's a very like, it's like passing the torch, so to speak. Obviously, this is more prevalent in rural cities. However, I'd be willing to bet that if you have a really nice house near the urban locations, you probably won't sell that either. The reason for this is most of the time what people do is they simply remodel the house. Like the foundation, everything is still there. They just remodel the inside. And the reason for this is actually in Japan, houses are expensive. However, what's even more expensive than houses is land. So your land itself could be several hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? And we're talking a very small plot. And your house could even be half of that. So definitely the cost is primarily in the land. And if your family has the land, then it makes more economical use to just simply build it there or remodel it, right? So that's one thing. The other reason is, so when a relative passes away in Japan, inside the house they create something called a butsuda, which is basically a mini altar for the deceased relatives, right? And this is something that becomes a part of the house, so to speak. You're not supposed to move it. Once it's there, it's there. So the idea of selling off a house that has your family's, like, you know, mini shrine in it is not good. It's not like normal either. So that's another reason. The other thing is, in Japan, most of the time, you're supposed to take care of your parents, right? And that usually falls actually on the oldest child, right? I remember when I proposed and I got married to my wife and I met her family, one of the family's first questions was, am I the oldest in my family, right? That was really important to them because the oldest, if they marry, then basically then maybe perhaps my wife would have to come with me to America to watch over my parents, so to speak, right? Because the oldest son or oldest daughter's responsibility, big word, is to actually watch over their parents. So once I said, no, I'm a middle child, you know, I have an older brother, younger sister, etc., they were very relieved for that information. So then the idea is, obviously, you take care of your parents and they're the most comfortable in their house. Now what is normal is if you get married, then you move in with their parents or your parents, and then you know, the house becomes a little bit remodeled, right? And usually the neighbors take that as a sign, like, oh, one of your children just recently got married, didn't they? Because, you know, they see that as, oh, new family coming in, so they want to basically clean up the house a little bit, so to speak. So I just ran over a few different points on why people, they don't really move in Japan, and the reasons why they don't really sell it. But if you have any questions about, you know, about this video or any of my other videos, feel free to comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright guys, once again, thanks for watching. I hope you found something useful in this video, and I hope to see you again soon. Alright guys, bye.